So, not on time. Here's the funny part, is I was talking for a good solid 2 minutes. We came in early, did an audio check. Patrick and I had a miscommunication. He was asking me a question. I thought he was making a definitive statement.
Yeah, you go, they can hear. I go, good, sounds good.
Oh, sorry.
Anyways, not the first time we've streamed to nobody before, but at least this time no one was watching us stream to nobody.
To be fair to us, there's a new step that we now have to do. Usually Patrick can just hit go live and that goes live. Now I have to go into the creator studio and hit go live as well. Stupid, new change. We don't like it. But, all right, so a couple things. We are going to draw a winner for May's Unclaimed prize. That is a 26-pound sausage stuffer and some other goodies. The winner for May never claimed it, so their loss, your guys' gain. We'll give away a few other little things, jerky, things like that. And I was hoping you were going to turn on the air conditioning. We'll also announce what this month's giveaway is going to be, and we'll draw the winner for the June's Camp Chef. Winner for June's Camp Chef does not have to be here. To get in on any of the other giveaways that we're doing today, go to waltons.com/live or meatgistics.com/live. Either one of those, I did finally manage to get everything up on meatgistics.com/live. I hope. I say that really confidently, but I didn't actually check. Live streams are on. Yep, we're good. So you can watch either place. Doesn't matter to us. Both of those are equally good. Happy July 4th. Austin and I have our...
I don't have mine on.
So un-American. I just assumed he did. These are our patriotic Meatgistics t-shirts. As you can see, we went with a red, white, and blue theme on the front. You're going to have to talk about the back?
So the back is we the people of Meatgistics, in order to stuff a more perfect sausage, establish flavor, ensure fine texture, provide for the...
You're wrinkling it. You're too strong.
Wow.
Too big.
It's a preamble, though, for Meatgistics.
Provide for safe food handling, promote general fun, and secure the blessing of Waltons for our recipes, and do ordain and establish this constitution for the Meatgistics community of Waltons.
And that was written by a bunch of Meatgistics users. A lot of people had input into that, so thank you for that. I'm pretty sure everybody who pre-ordered one, meaning said they wanted one, got one. So I'm putting them out there more for everybody to buy now.
My favorite part of the sales video this month, by the way, is John showing off those shirts, and he goes, "They're not on sale. By the way, snap on up. They're on sale." The little mad gab.
Changed right in the middle
so
there.
Funny, yeah.
The best thing about these shirts, other than the red, white, and blue theme, is how soft they are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a shirt at home that is my favorite shirt. I talk about it all the time. It's my Sunday shirt. I made sure we got the exact same material. Love it.
Yeah. So the reason I'm not wearing mine, we talked on the last podcast. It was last podcast, the one that came out today, I think, that I lost my shirt. I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Well, I asked my wife. I'm like, where is it?
I'm
like, I know it here. And she's like, I just washed it. I hung it up. And she's like, look through again. I looked through my clothes like 5 times, and I'm like, it's not here. Finally, she was like, well, I distinctly remember hanging it up, and it just clicked. I'm like, you put it in your clothes.
Oh, no.
I looked through her clothes,
and
it was there. But then we went to a fireworks display at Bradley Fair last night, which was actually, I thought it'd be like smaller than it was, but no, it was sweet.
What time was it at?
9:30.
Yeah.
9:35.
2 nights in a row now I can't sleep because idiots are letting off fireworks. At least wait for the weekend. I go to bed early, and we were talking. So Wednesday, people were finally allowed to start lighting off fireworks. We got to like 8:30. I'm like, good, no one's going to be doing it. And then thump. And my big dog looks at me. I go, no, it's okay. Thump. And boof. Boof, boof. And so then I had to take him outside where he could see the fireworks for like 5 minutes until he finally was like, okay, they're way over there. Finally get to sleep. And I'm mad at this point. I can't sleep when I'm mad. Like 12:30, he just starts going nuts in his bed to the point where I had to lay down in his bed with him to like make him calm down and go back to sleep. So I was not in a good mood yesterday. And then last night, right around 9 o'clock, they started again, and I was just like, nope. Put on music, turn it up louder in my headphones. I'm like, sleeping right through this. They both got 1.5 trazodones too to make them go out.
What's the instant song you go, well, I need to fall asleep, so let me put on blank? What does
I just
John
go to YouTube and search sleep music, and it's like.
Oh, it's not like I figured it'd be like
Nope.
Werewolves in London or something.
No,
No,
you
yes.
can't sleep to that song.
You could probably. You got a party?
Got to go drink to that song.
Oh man.
All right, so let me get chat up.
So while you're doing that, if anybody is watching at waltons.com/live and things are really small because it's squished towards the center of the page, refresh your page. I just changed some background stuff so it actually fills out the page and fits in better.
Ooh.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, yours. See how it was smaller, now it's bigger?
Yeah, that's better.
You didn't respond to my email, but we're at the live stream and it's bothering me, so I went ahead and made the change.
Okay.
But I don't know if it affects anything else, so the rest of the site could be broken right now. I don't know.
Yeah, did you do that through Shogun, or where'd you do that through?
Stencil.
What is that noise I keep hearing?
Yeah, it's off.
That's my phone.
Okay. By the way, if you're on YouTube, you could turn your phone sideways and get the chat all on the right-hand side and the video on us still on the left, so you got best of both worlds there. So,
A couple other things. We put links to the conversion charts, the cure seasoning and additive conversion charts. They're part of that main carousel image you see on the website. So we've gone through for every seasoning, every Excalibur seasoning, every cure, and every additive, broken it down into 1 and 5 pound batches for you guys. We link them to a Meatgistics document, so you can get to it from that now.
genius idea.
Something people asked for years, and we just didn't want to do it. I still don't want to do it, to be honest, because every time a new seasoning comes in, we have to take a bag out just for that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and I don't know when you
To do
actually
math is the bad part.
I don't know when you actually made the video, but I just saw it again. I assume it was before, but Justin posted on TikTok the video of you measuring out seasonings with like a tablespoon and like weighing it, and then you measure it out again, and it's a different weight. I mean, like, that's why doing some of the conversion stuff is annoying, because it doesn't
Some of it doesn't
work perfectly.
Oh, because volume isn't. Yeah. So on the chart, we have it broken down by both weight and volume. Weight is going to be way better for you, because volume, it won't always be the exact same weight, but the weight is the weight.
And we do it by 1 and 5 pound batches. So you just do
1 and 5
hopefully
pound
simple math on your end. So.
And then we've also got on there, everything looks bigger on the website. Like,
Sweet.
You're also using the old man view.
What does that mean?
You're like way zoomed in. I can change it if you want.
no, I'm not.
Yeah, you're using like 175% scale.
You don't even
Perfect. I love it. Nobody touch this. We also have the processing FAQ, which is really called the troubleshooting document, but I got overruled by everybody on that. I'm going to post a link to that in the chat. So that has a bunch of information on, like, if you had this problem, here's what you could have done to avoid it, and here's what you might be able to do next time to prevent it from happening. I've spent a good amount of time working on that, so hopefully people get usage.
Tex wants you to turn your mug around for some reason.
Oh, I wonder what that's about. In fact, let's do this. We'll just get that one off screen.
And we got someone
goodbye to
asking what Bratfest is. So
Oh.
that might be a good chance.
Do you want to talk about Bratfest? Do you want me to talk about
I'm gonna
Bratfest?
put in my drink.
Because it's orange?
I always
Yeah.
have to tell Austin, I go, get those out of here. He always brings in Mountain Dew. I'm like, that doesn't look good.
So August 20th of this year, we're doing something called Bratfest. Last year, we did a steak cook-off. It was a association something event where people could enter, cook a steak. Judges would then say, this was the best steak, that was the best steak. I tried a bunch of them. None of them were as good as the steaks I cook at home, so I'm highly suspicious of what their ideas were. Plus, they would trim ribeyes, and they'd cut off the cap. And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
What are you doing? That's the best part of the ribeye by far.
Someone determined that it looked better trimming it down doing this, but in my opinion, you ruin the steak
Yes.
doing that.
I do not care about what a steak looks. Well, To a certain degree. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. We're getting sidetracked.
Yeah, you can't say
Somebody
that
asked about Bratfest.
Okay, but you're the one that complains about it has to have the lines.
And I don't say I like the lines. It doesn't have to have it. I like the lines.
Okay.
Oh, I've got to pay for that too. I took I came in this weekend and I took a
You stole.
Camp Chef.
What'd you
I
take?
stole.
You stole from the company?
A Camp Chef.
Someone go get a termination letter right now.
Grill grates for the side sear box. They make them specifically for that.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing by its own gets to like 700 and something degrees. I mean, I left it on there just real quick and it was like perfect.
That's cool.
So
I'm going to
pay
start
for that.
taking petty cash. That's probably awesome too.
Sorry, I will pay for it. I will pay for it.
It's really sweet. I'll
just
place it back. I
have a
swear.
terrible memory. All right, so Bratfest. Sorry. August 20th, we are going to cook up a bunch of brats here. So we're making, is it 10 different batches? You keep going.
10, we're going to do 10.
Okay.
Initially, we talked about 20, and
20.
then we realized that, no, that was going to be too much, and nobody was probably really going to eat all 20 samples anyways. So
Right.
10.
But it would have filled up my freezer at home.
True.
So that would have been great. So we're going to have 10 different brat samples. So you could have little pieces of brat as much as you want of 10 of our favorite and best flavors. We're also going to have additional like lunch tickets, which will be a brat, a side. Like a side, like a bag of chips.
Basically like bag of chips.
Bag of chips and a bun. So if you actually want your own full brat, that's fine. All the proceeds are going to the Wichita Air Capital Flyers, just like it did last time. We're going to have a dunk tank that both Austin and I will be partaking in.
I don't know if I'm partaking.
Oh, you're up there. If I'm going, you're going for sure.
You already committed, though.
So I just naturally assumed it's your company.
I may have other things I have to be doing. Very important
Yeah,
things.
no. That's not happening. So we'll have that. Passing on outdoor mentors, backcountry hunters and anglers, pheasants forever, and ducks unlimited. Is there anyone else I'm leaving out? I'm probably leaving somebody out, and I'm sorry. You can go to our Facebook page. We have an event created for it that has all the information there, but they're all going to be here doing raffles and giveaways, things like that.
We're going to have a shaved ice station.
That's not bad.
I think the one that we're going to have out here is Funky Monkey, maybe? I don't remember.
Yep.
One that we talked to, I don't remember why we didn't or couldn't go with them, but they were like, hey, if you trade us a ABS Pit Boss, we'll just hand out free shaved ice all day. And we're like, sounds great, but no, probably
that's
not.
Quite the
I bet you would love to trade ice for
offset
a
of
heavy
that.
piece of machinery like that. So.
Quick local shout out for anybody who's in the Wichita area. There's a new restaurant on campus. The Wichita State University is called
Social Tap.
Social Tap. And when we first went there, food was okay. Beer selection was all right. My wife and I went back like last weekend. Food was amazing to the point where I actually am rethinking my hate of ricotta cheese.
Oh,
Really?
They
that's
had
huge.
something there that was so ridiculously good. It's a dip where they put pesto and a little bit of hot pepper in there, and they gave you like little pita bread. It was like kind of chips, but more bready. And their beer menu, I would say, is better than Hopping Gnome. Like, it was amazing.
Are they brewing their own then?
No.
Oh, okay.
I went last Friday and
What'd you think?
Saturday. They closed the kitchen up at 10, so I didn't get to. We had to go somewhere else, but we'll try it again.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Definitely worth it. So, local shout out. All right, let's draw a winner of something.
Wayne says he's here, so he's already must be claiming the prize. Like as soon as you
Somebody
said that,
already
someone
said
said,
here.
"I'm here."
Hey. All right, so we're going to draw a winner for jerky and seasoning. I've got to make a big batch of jerky, too. We're almost out of what we've been giving away. And then for this month's giveaway, we're going to do a Walton's 22 grinder. That will be it. There will be no seasonings or anything coming with it because if we do anything else, it goes over $600 and we have to do a bunch of stuff with getting your social security number, keeping it on file in a location. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, IRS stuff.
It's just not worth it.
I was curious.
And also, sorry, real quick.
You're
Sorry.
fine.
That is on you, not us. We don't submit any of that. we just have to like basically say, hey, we gave them all the information they need.
Are you 100% positive
Yes.
on that? Okay.
Positive. They have to claim it as winnings.
Okay.
We do nothing with it.
Does the is that a retail price or just whatever?
It's retail.
Okay.
It's not, not our
even,
value.
So it's not, I was about to say, I was like, because you could just shave off whatever and then send it out, but wouldn't make sense. So
We could have a price
It
reduction.
is technically
for a
on
day.
sale.
that's what I mean. Like, if
So
it's
it's actually on
so
sale and
I think you would have to go with what your normal price
Yeah.
is.
No.
I'm going to say that.
it's not worth risking the
Yeah,
U.S.
no kidding.
government's.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, if you don't win it, it's $100 off this month. So.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to draw a winner. Oh, and I have some cool news. For those of you who've already pre-ordered the 20 or 30-pound Walton's electric sausage stuffer, you got the best price you're ever going to get because we looked at things again and changed up. The 30-pound is no longer as on sale as it was. It's still on sale, but we're going to slowly back off those sales. We may, and I'm not guaranteeing this, but we might have enough of those stuffers at the beginning of August to fill all of the current back orders we have now. So if you've already ordered one, there's a really good chance you're going to get them in the beginning of August. If you place an order, I don't know, from here on out, probably waiting till sometime in September, but I'm really hoping that those of you who went ahead and jumped on it early, we're going to be able to get you the first few models we get in. So, all right, Tim Brown. Tim, you have won jerky and some seasoning. Let us know you're here. What are you doing for 4th? Anything fun?
Spacing it out. We did stuff last night. Tonight, probably going to try to recover and get some rest because we were up way too late with our 2 kids, and we're used to. I'm turning into you, and I'm used to going to bed at like, I don't actually go to bed at like 8:30, but I'm looking to like be in the path.
Done.
Yeah. But then tomorrow, do some stuff with a couple friends that have a couple kids are similar age as our kids, and then Sunday or Monday, I don't know, probably gonna just shoot off fireworks at the house, and Monday try to go to another fireworks show. We were debating where to go, because I don't really want to go to the downtown Wichita one and like wait on when is the game, the baseball game going to be over. So we were looking at, okay, do we go to Augusta? Should we go to Park City? I was really hoping Andover had one because we're closest to Andover, but Andover doesn't have anything. So I don't know. We'll probably go to Augusta or Park City.
Augusta's not that far.
No.
Yeah. I got a magnifier for my red dot, so I'm going to put that on this weekend. And then I got special red and white tracer rounds. So I'm going to shoot them into my pond in the back. No, not at all.
I could so see you doing that, though.
See, but okay, did I tell you the story about, real quick? God, I have to admit. I've got ducklings on my pond. Every year, we think it's the same mom. This year, ducklings, and then all of a sudden no mom, and I found some dead ducks. So these ducklings had obviously no mom. So it's feeding them extra, and once I get involved, I get even more like attached to them. So I was watching them one day, and they went into some tall weeds, and there was one of those blue herons, cranes, whatever, and they're bastards. They will eat anything. Like I've seen huge fish with marks on their back from these idiots pecking at them. Like, it's too big to eat. You can't eat that. Why are you pecking at it? So anyways, I go into the room where all my guns are. I walk by my wife, and I'm walking out the back door. She goes, "What are you going to shoot?" I'm like, we live in a residential area. Like, I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to go in the back and start shooting things. But she thought I was. You thought I was serious there. So I might have an image problem. It's possible that
You just have everyone fooled.
I've made you all think I'm crazier than I am.
Oh, other things I'm doing this weekend, I got to go in, get some more stuff done because I kind of did something this week that I'm going to have to get some more on.
That's fake.
No.
That's fake.
No. Totally did it.
Show it.
3 days ago.
Oh, there you go. Let's see it.
It's fake.
Don't lick me.
Can I put soap on it?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, it's real then.
Well, let's see it. What is it? Oh, look at that ache.
So you're gonna get the inside finished with orange? Yeah, and
I don't know,
by the
we'll
way,
see.
I know KY Kentucky Buckmaster, you're good.
But then also,
No, it's definitely fake.
Did me
It's
gistics on this
definitely
side.
fake. That I would have believed. That I don't.
Oh, man.
Darn you!
Hold
If
on.
you had just left it at that, you would have had me.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you would have had me.
So I bought
knew I
extras.
forgot something. I was going to get it too, and then that was going to be the joke. Was like, oh, check, I got one too, and then just show my sleeve over here. You want to put it on? There you go.
No, but that you had me. Like I 100% believed it
you were gonna lick me.
to prove that it wasn't real.
Can I-
Disgusting.
Once you said I could use soap,
Can I take one
believed
for
it.
next time I jump in the pool and they go, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
on your
Yeah,
back?"
no, that's my thought. Is I'm taking one and gonna
Don't
like,
tell anyone, then just.
My
yeah.
wife and I are going swimming this weekend. I'm gonna go. All right, before I take my shirt off, just don't freak out.
Which one is
Meat
more
chopsticks.
believable? Yeah.
Let me just fix from.
So
Actually,
there's one of each for both you guys.
Wear it on the dunk tank. You'll think people.
oh Ryan, that wasn't nice.
Oh, no. What he
Smallest
said.
guns in the world, he said.
Wow, that he just lost all benefits and perks of being a community moderator.
See,
Gonna
Matt-
revoke that status immediately.
Matt says I should get subsonics and a suppressor, and then nobody would know. The cops are right in my backyard, though. I don't think I could fire a gun for the suppressor without them seeing it.
I don't know if I have a suppressor yet I can use or not.
Oh yeah, what happened with that?
I don't know. Was supposed to be getting one. Got all the paperwork filled out for the trust and fingerprinted and all those great, ran through the whole gamut. But
Oh, I've got
I don't know where it's
BLTs
at.
for us.
Oh, Drew's asking about how we select people out of the rolling live chat. Or let me just read his question. Are they pulling the names out of the rolling live
No.
chat or from the homepage website registry? Just wondering.
Well, you know what it is. Explain it.
Well, I didn't know it in detail. That's why I was throwing it up to you. I think that you have to enter via /win, one of the several ways to win the monthly giveaway, or if you're just here organically on whether I believe YouTube or /win. You
Nope.
should be. No, you have
Just
to be
/win.
/win to be registered.
So you go to /win, and then there'll be a bunch of ways for you to enter over on the side.
and that's waltons.com/win.
Exactly. All right. Now these are BLTs we made with buckboard bacon. I'm redoing everything because we had an issue with smoke. No smoke was being used while these were made, even though that's not my fault. I think you're really going to like that.
Right.
Flavor's good, but
It's
yeah.
a very bacony flavor for being. So buckboard bacon is you take a pork butt and just treat it like bacon from there on out. Using our big smokehouse, I think a heating element failed to ignite, or at least that's what some people think who know more about it than I do. So we have just like cooked bacon. Personally, I want my bacon always smoked, so I'm going to redo the whole video, all that. But from a flavor standpoint, I would say 8 out of 10, like really good. It's a little like I knew you would like it because it's saltier.
It is salty.
Yeah,
It's good.
because I used booster and injected a little bit past the normal amount when I was injecting. The bread is
like
I mean,
rock solid.
You could knock somebody out with this bread. And
Yeah.
it doesn't even look toasted. Like I
Yeah.
toasted it, but it doesn't look toasted on this
And then
side.
you have resistance on the first bite. It's kind of trippy. So is there a couple people claiming to be the winner right now, is what I'm reading in chat?
All right, well, I will just email the winner.
Yeah. And what did this guy even win?
Jerky and seasoning.
Oh, jerky and seasoning. So.
But I would very much recommend for anybody who's got some pork butts that they're looking to do something with, buckboard bacon is a really good usage of it. And a nice thing about it is really 2 strips of it are big enough to do a BLT. You don't have to layer a bunch of small pieces on. Not that I'm talking bad about bacon. I never would. Very serious when it comes to my bacon.
The bread's not good.
The bread sucks. He was all excited that I bought it. It's this new brand.
Hold on.
Bread's terrible.
hold on. So he's doing this just for show, I think. I told him when he got that branded bread, I go, oh, you crushed it. I go, the one with all the stuff on top of it tastes the best, meaning like all the grains and the oats and whatever. That's the stellar version of that. But you guys know the one I'm talking about where the guy's playing a guitar or something on it. Anyways, we take one bite of that one. Obviously not as good. But then now I'm now associated with that bread for life.
Forever.
Oh.
Then we also went ahead and restarted the events section of waltons.com. I figured with the monthly live stream, the monthly late night meatgistics process, cooking stream, whatever we're calling that, Bratfest coming up, podcasts, we had enough to actually make it worth going back and updating that. So if you go to waltons.com/events, or just at the very top, there's the more button. It's not there. It should be there. It was there earlier today. I don't know why it's not there. Did you take events down?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple fans of the bread in the chats.
But it's not good.
Not that one.
Okay.
Which one did you get? Just a
It
regular.
was something white.
Yeah.
Okay. If you go to Meatgistics at the top, there's a little calendar thing, and that will bring it to you. I will get a drop down at the end of more that says events. It was there earlier. I don't know how we lost it. But yeah. So this next Wednesday, the 13th, we are going to do Rangoon. So one of the best things we did for our series called Game Bird Gourmet with Pheasants and Quail Forever. I got to do something. For Pheasants and Quail Forever. That's how my brain works.
Squirrel.
Sorry.
I gotta do something.
Was this Pheasant Rangoon. So we took pheasant, cut it up into tiny little pieces, cooked it. I can't remember what seasoning we used. We used some Excalibur seasoning.
Probably the
Then we got what was it?
Was it if it wasn't just Smokehouse Barbecue, it might have been our PFQF special ones that we have.
Then we got these wonton wrappers, laid them out flat, made an egg wash. Then we took a little bit of the pheasant, mixed in some cream cheese, put the mango habanero
Terrapin Ridge
Farms jam on it, closed up the wonton, used the egg wash to like seal it, and then we deep fried them, and oh, they were so good.
Yep.
So probably the best pheasant thing we've made. What were the best pheasant things? Like if you had to list them, I would say that,
Oh god.
the original pheasant snack stick.
There's a couple that were just good. There we did I want to say pheasant and wild rice like soup that had a bunch of carrots and stuff in it. I ate on that for like all week. I thought that was stellar. I'm trying to think. There's just pheasant tacos and stuff like that. There's a lot of just original stuff.
Yep.
God, there's probably one more that's escaping me. But yeah, you can check out the playlist on YouTube called
Popcorn pheasant.
Yeah. Oh, popcorn pheasant was stellar. One just went out today called barbecue quail enchilada, I believe. So check it out.
Quail's harder to do. It just is.
There's not as much meat on it. You know, like if you're trying to like debone it to use it in something, it just takes so many to do something with.
However,
it's easier to just cook them whole.
It is super easy just to pop out the breast. Like if all you want is the breast. When we went out to Colby, that guy showed me a trick for getting it done in like maybe 10 seconds. So, and then there's a picture of me looking like I'm having a terrible time while doing that.
Belly up, you just like pull it apart and then just rip it off.
Oh, well, we used a knife because we're not savages, but you know.
Normally I use my teeth. It just kind of like.
All right. I'm going to draw another winner, and this one is for, I don't know what. I can't do artisan aprons because we're out of those.
Do we have more on order?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to do the leather apron?
Yeah.
All right.
Might as well do leather.
I'll let you go. I know how you enjoy it. He'll pout.
Here we go. Put this in the chat. Leather apron winner. Respond if you are here. Donald Floyd.
Is that considered two first names?
Yeah.
Sounds like two
Could be
first names.
Floyd
Yeah.
Donald. Donald Floyd. But that's a tough because those are first names that also qualify as legit last names too. Very rare, awesome name. I like it, Donald.
Yeah, J. Michael Kaminsky, he says, my friends slice them thin and dips them in tempura and then serves with tiger sauce. Very good, yeah. Anything in tempura is amazing. So Dan says, I can't wait for the 30-pound electric stuffer. Neither can I. I really think we've knocked it out of the park with this thing. The more I use it, the more I'm just like trying to push it. Like I've gone fairly below 0.75 liters of water on a snack stick and still been okay. We're still going to recommend you use 0.75, but
We should have filmed a lot more of the false starts with that machine because
I know.
because we could have had a sweet montage of
Yep.
it like not working, and then going there it
Of
is.
me just getting madder and madder.
Yeah. Oh, it'd have been perfect. What song would you have chose for that?
What was that?
So what song would you chose for that for your 1980s?
You're the best around.
Nice
course.
little Danielson going. Who actually sings that song? No one. Yeah. First in the comments, let's know who sings the Karate Kid tournament song, just because I want to know.
Yeah, Michael says Dave's Killer Bread. Yep, that's what it was.
I know it's super popular, but
I've never even heard of it before.
were you wondering? You're like, why is this $6 a loaf?
I didn't buy hard bread. Somebody said, why would you buy hard bread? I didn't.
I didn't.
So one guy's asking, have we ever done stuffed wings?
No.
I want to know what stuffed wings are.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That
just
sounds amazing.
I just recently saw a YouTube video of a guy doing it.
Please.
Yeah.
Are they
Enlighten
bone
us.
in or boneless?
He was doing it bone in. So he was doing it drumstick, wingette, fleshette, flat, whatever you want to call it, together. And he would put like a mixture together and looked more like a caulking gun than an injector, and then get it underneath the skin and just inject it there and then smoke it. It looked really good.
Thinking of caulking guns, I was talking with a guy about some warehouse and logistical stuff that we're doing, different provider on service we're looking at, and he had never heard of us before, and he was on our website before I got on the call with him, and he was just like beyond himself. He was losing it as soon as I answered. He's like, your guys' site is amazing. He's like, what the heck is this thing, a jerky gun? He's going on about it, and I'm like, yeah, more or less it's just a food safe caulking gun. He's like, that's what I thought.
Go ahead.
It-
You just want us to keep talking?
Yeah.
He was like, I could use this to like reseal my bathroom, and I'm like, no,
No, you couldn't.
it's that
Definitely
it's
not.
that type of idea, but no, it's for jerky. So sold a guy a jerky gun while I was on the phone.
There you go. So our jerky gun comes with I think it's a 12 millimeter stuffing tube. So I was super curious on how it would work with snack sticks. We wanted to make pancake deep fried breakfast sausages.
Oh, was that how you did that?
Yeah. So we did it
Oh.
on that. Now, we added no water to that whatsoever. The problem was it worked, and it worked fairly well, but a very small amount of it came up like around the collar. Very small amount, but it was annoying. I figure if we had added water, it would have flowed easier. Then I coated them perfectly. They looked like a creation of art when they were coming out. We left them on a wire rack, and the stuff started like dripping down a little bit. So we went to deep fry them. They looked like deep fried caterpillars. Like it looked like a bunch of legs sticking out of the bottom of them. And honestly, the pancake batter had almost no taste. Like it was just a good H110C breakfast sausage. But
Sorry, guys. I had to plug in the camera there if you saw my stomach for a long
all good.
time. Oh, I'm
All
sure.
right.
Chris probably
Who was
took
the
a
winner of the
picture
second thing?
How dare you?
Do you remember?
Our IT guy is embarrassing. That's what's embarrassing about this place.
Joe Esposito apparently sang Karate Kid.
Yeah,
Thank
a
you.
lot of fans of him.
Donald Floyd was our second one.
Joel, how you doing, buddy? Dave Crockett says, I'm going to be fatter than a show dog eating all those BLTs.
Jesus.
Well, now I have to eat my feelings.
Way to go, yeah.
The bacon is really good. I would recommend you get one that's already boned out because, just being honest, they're going to do a better job of it than you will at home unless you're very skilled at it. And the more cuts you have in the middle, the more separation points they're going to be. And no matter how you cook it, you're never, unless you use transglutamate, which is like meat glue.
Tumble it if you have a big enough tumbler.
I mean, maybe some of them have KMV 25s, but probably not.
I wish we had a tumbler. Andrew's not here today, or I'd go give him crap for not having a smaller tumbler.
I don't feel like that's his fault, though. Here,
He's our product manager.
I'll say something nice about
It's
Andrew.
definitely his fault.
I don't think we ever would have gotten that done without him.
Oh, yeah.
I think I would have given up.
Oh, I mean, I'm giving him crap as like
Okay.
jokingly. I'm not actually like mad
Mad
at
at
him. No,
him?
what he does is amazing.
Just
yeah.
saved your job, Andrew. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, they don't have Tumblr. They don't have a Tumblr at home, because the more points that you have like cut in it, the more breaking points you'll have, and you have smaller and smaller pieces of bacon. And the fact that these are big, almost the size of a piece of bread, really works out well.
So I haven't seen our Donald person respond yet. So if I don't see something by 3:45, I'll redraw for another leather apron.
Are those shirts you're wearing, John, for sale right now? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
I'll put
Yeah. Yeah, they have a limited run, though, right, of about 50 or so? Yeah. So you got to get them now. Oh, he just threw that microphone away like he's never going to.
Well, I'm chewing. Oh, I can't wait to make my wife mad with these. Because she'll believe this for sure. Because I've talked about getting a meat sticks tattoo before.
Seriously?
I have.
Where are you putting it on your
It would be,
shoulder? or-
yeah, it would be my shoulder.
I have an extra one for my son. Told him-
Logistics right here. Walton's right here.
That would be cool. So technically, wherever you put it, you need to shave first to make it like
Okay.
work the best. So I was in my office like shaving my arm because I forgot to do it this morning.
Well, it'll look most believable, too, probably. So.
But so wherever you put it, just shave it
first.
Yeah.
Okay. Strike first. Strike hard.
Yeah, man, I forgot about that. You didn't email me, man.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you did? What, a week ago, right? Or was
No.
this today?
I emailed you today at like 2:30. No,
Yeah, it actually even says
1:30, something like that.
2:12, but
2:12.
So Joe Hell says this
Whoops.
is his biggest sausage year or sausage week of the year. That makes sense. Like 4th of July. What do you do?
yeah,
You
I
cook
bet.
out.
Yeah, we were just
That's the
talking
main
about
thing.
how much barbecues went up per family and per person this year, as far as like if you're just buying a pork butt or hot dogs, anything like that. So
It was the average family is going to spend $10 more per
10,
person.
yep, $10 extra. And if you're John's household, $20 a person with how he's eating over there, right?
I don't work out really to look good or anything. I work out so that I can eat more without getting too fat.
Yeah. Agreed. I don't work out.
I was going to say,
anymore, though.
agreed to what?
That's why I used to work out. Now I just have accepted that I'm fat. But no, my wife and I came to a conclusion and agreement that I need to lose weight.
So she
that-
told you needed to lose weight. That's how that
No,
went.
no.
No,
That-
you've been talking about it for a while.
Yeah. Doctor also told me to lose weight. So I'm going to lose some weight. We'll see how fast and how much. But
I'll bet you it will drop off. With as skinny as you were, your body remembers how to do that. So it'll get back there pretty good. Couple things. We are going to have a nutritionist on the podcast coming up here in the next couple of weeks. I believe the 13th. Then, man, I really shouldn't have done the Meatgistics late night live stream on the same day as the podcast, should I have? Probably there was a better day to do that. But oh well. It's precedent at this point.
The podcast doesn't get released till Friday, but I get what you're saying for your own schedule's sake.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, I'll do the same thing I did last time. I'll come in at like
Oh, yeah.
7, leave at like 10, come back at 2 or something.
Nice.
So just take an extra long lunch. Um,
Do you not always take a long lunch anyways?
yeah, but this will be like significantly
extra,
long.
extra.
Like I'll leave at 10 and come back at 2.
Okay.
Sweet. Party in the office while John's gone.
I completely lost what I was going to say.
Oh,
Oh,
that's fine.
no. So we're going to have a nutritionist on the podcast. Maybe we talked about just me doing that, but maybe it's a good idea that you come too.
No.
And
I
then
know what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
I mean, because I used to be bigger than I am even now, and I lost a ton of weight. I've gone up
Yeah,
and down
you're like
over the
Oprah.
years, but I know exactly what to do and how to do it. Like, I was talking to my wife about it last night, and I was like, I would probably lose like 10 pounds in the first week,
Most likely,
just because I have a lot of water weight. I know what to eat. I don't want to do that, but
do steroids.
Hold on,
And
I
then-
got a great segment idea for the podcast. You should just talk to a nutritionist like mano a mano and just record exactly how that kind of meeting would go, as if you were to try to lose weight. I don't know. Maybe you kind of need a goal though, right?
Like,
'Cause that-
like you're saying like Project Veritas?
no. They're aware.
Got you.
They're aware of it. I just
Okay.
thought it'd be interesting to kind of get their take on your guys' personal diets.
Oh,
and
I'm
stuff like
definitely
that.
going to do that.
Yeah,
For sure.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, when I talk to her. And then we may be giving her, depending on availability and time, a section in the blog so that she can post things like recipes that will be helpful using Excalibur or whatever seasonings. She already does a bunch with Excalibur seasonings because her father's Ron Bohm, the hunting dog podcast who we sponsor, and he does a great job on social media using Excalibur seasonings and always linking us. And then, I'm not 100% sure on this one yet, but I think the last week of July, I'm going to have the head force behind a new processing plant that's being opened in South Dakota that is, they say, is going to be able to do 8,000 head of beef a day. So huge plant. This person is not associated with one of the big four. So I find it super interesting that somebody's stepping up into that amount or into that investment, because that's over $1 billion and it's all self-funded. This is all her money. Well, all her firm's money, which she owns. So really excited to talk to her. I think that could be a cool perspective. So I've got some cool things coming up on the podcast. Did he respond? Because it's
No.
way past. Did you redraw it?
yep.
Okay. He's posting it now.
Todd Seymour says 2 deer cost him 2 bullets, about $1 each.
There you go.
Walter Everhart, you have till 3:55 to claim your free leather apron.
That's a good name. I bet you that person is a author of some sort.
It sounds like
Walter Everhart.
yeah.
I'd read a book by Walter Everhart.
What's his middle name? That to me,
C.
an author, I gotta know
It's just C.
the initial.
Walter C.
Walter C. Everhart.
Everhart.
I like it. He sounds famous.
Let's all fat shame John.
Oh god,
Let's do it.
I don't do that as a kid that grew up portly. The last thing you want to do is have the conversation steer towards weight at all. You're just like,
Christina Pierce says, not a nutritionist here, but I think you should just eat less.
That is a very good
if
point.
it tastes good, spit it out. Right?
E. River says, brisket always tough.
Yeah.
Do they mean it's like tough to do? Because brisket's not always
There
tough.
was a conversation up here where some guy said he was doing a brisket, and that's where he always has the most trouble. He might have just been jumping on there with him.
Oh, okay.
I mean, brisket's texture is always tough. That's why you have to cook it so long and so hot. Is that what he's talking about at all?
I just think he probably means it's hard. How did I lose it? Gerald Schuler says, eat more protein. So on our podcast that just released today, we actually talk about a study that the article is from Jerusalem Times, but the study was in somewhere in the U.S. Rutgers? I want to say Rutgers. Rutgers University did a study, and they found that people who'd made small increases in their protein consumption from 18 to 20%, meaning they did eat 18 and then they ate 20. That's what Austin thinks, at least. I thought they meant like they increased from 18 or 20%. Anyways, made healthier choices all around. So yeah, to a certain degree, the more protein you eat,
It's got to be
the better.
18 to 20 overall, right?
right?
Because why else would you make an article about a 2% difference?
Right. He's with me.
No, I think that was the point of the article. Is it didn't take hardly any increase
Oh,
to
I get what
see
you're saying.
results.
I see what you're
I
saying.
think you're wrong.
No.
You're smarter, so I'll go with
You're
it.
wrong.
But I think you're wrong.
You're wrong.
I think you're wrong.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's the best part about like my fiance now. She has a 4-year-old. He's telling me I'm wrong all the time. You're wrong. You're wrong. And I like tell him, I go, well, you're wrong about a lot of things often, but I don't really.
Point him out.
Yeah.
And just let him go. Because
like-
he's 4.
Yeah,
So
well,
you might want to continue.
But then when you're like, you know what? That's when another adult's in the room, and you're like, no, he's been giving me stuff for weeks now. You don't understand.
He's been egging me on.
Yeah.
And then we also, if you go check out the podcast post on Meatgistics, we have links like we've done for the last, is this the 3rd week or the 4th week of the samples?
Three times.
Okay. Excalibur sent us a bunch of samples of new things to try. We've been trying one before each podcast. Then we review it on the podcast. Then we put a link on the Meatgistics podcast post page to allow you to buy them on Walton's at a, like, is it 10 cents? Is it 1 cent?
1 cent.
10 or 1 cent. So if you want to try out some of these seasonings, basically it's free. You can just add it to your order, or you can just get that and pay shipping. But I would say a bunch of them really, really good. The wasabi, I took home the rest of the chicken and then ate that later. This is going to sound weird. It was better cold, and I think you could taste it more when the chicken was cold.
There it goes. I was talking about that with cheese the other week, and we were like, we don't know if you can taste food better if it's cold or warm.
Yeah,
Boom.
fair point.
So yeah, that was what I was saying. Is we need to talk to Kurt. Kurt is here today. We could send him an email and find out real fast. I'll send him an email.
Kurt.
Carter. Yeah. He was the one that had told me like cold over hot
get
for.
Get him to come in.
Like if you're just like if you distinctly want to taste something, try it a little colder. Is that what the gist of that is?
Do we see our...
Yeah, I guess it's just if for some reason if it's colder, it just you pick up the flavors more.
Pops a little more.
I don't know if it's everything or if it was something specific, but that's what I always remember.
Got a lot of recent questions down there.
Okay. We'll get through them. I'm looking for Walter Everhart,
Okay.
and I don't see him. Nope. Sinister MD is back. Nice to see you. We've done a few recently where at least I think I haven't seen you, so thanks for joining us. Yeah, I've heard that with from my doc who says chug a full glass of water. But what happened with me instead is I just got used to eating on a full stomach of water.
What happens when you chug a? What do you
It basically expands your stomach and it gives your brain a signal I'm full.
Tricking yourself.
Yeah, but it doesn't work on me anymore.
Your body's. You're like, that's water, you liar.
Yeah, this is not what I want.
What they used to say, like, oh, chew a piece of gum if you're hungry.
Mike Burrs says carbon out bread, best low carb bread I've ever had. There's also one called keto. It's just the brand is called keto, and it is phenomenal. It's like $7 for a loaf though. So
I do one where they
cheap.
just cut it really thin, and I get really mad when I go to make a sandwich and I throw the whole thing away. So that's kind of been working for me.
Neil says he was talking about cutting it from a steer. So I assume he was talking about it was really hard to get the brisket off. Because I don't think any of us got that right.
Now we're
Joe Nelson's upped protein and lost 5 to 10 pounds. Yeah, it does keep you fuller longer. Like the sugar, we talked about this recently on something. There's I don't even know what it is. A yeast. It's called Candida something or other. A lot of people have it and don't know it. And it's basically just anytime you put sugar in, it like just rapidly explodes and replicates and is sending constant signals to your body that like need more sugar. So if you eat sugar and all of a sudden you just crave it like crazy, probably have a problem.
I think I'm patient zero for that for sure. So.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big time. Well, I kind of get in this, especially when I was younger, I used to eat something sweet for dinner, but then immediately like go, oh, I could use something salty.
Yes.
And then done with that, go something sweet.
Now it's sweet.
Well, and then I go, hold on, I need something. I got to switch gears.
You need a topper.
Let's get a whole
just one more topper.
Let's get a whole meal or something. Now I'll just go a single M&M is good enough. I go, I just need something sweet, and I just Run away.
There you go. Sinister MD says, as a physician with considerable background in nutrition, in all honesty, most of what you hear is completely made up and has no scientific basis.
I don't disagree with him, but this guy's playing a doctor on the internet, so I don't really know what. His name's Sinister MD. I don't think.
Yes, could he be possibly trying to
Is he
mislead us?
messing with it?
Any recommendations on the Grant & Edge butcher knife? Definitely get one. I mean, that is not my favorite knife anymore.
Oh, we haven't. Yeah, that used to be.
This is the 8-inch Grant & Edge butcher's knife from Victorinox. I do still love this knife. I only joke that it's not my favorite anymore because I have the wood-handled one with my name on it, my 17-inch tuna sword, and then the Obliterator from Dowstrong, which, again, thank you, J. Michael Kaminsky, for turning me on to them. One more thing I can spend way too much money on.
Sounds like a law office. J. Michael Kaminsky. Law offices of J. Michael and Kaminsky.
But yeah, no, I would highly recommend the Victorinox one. It holds an edge really well. You're going to want to be somewhat careful, not careful, but choosy what you use it for. And this is true of any Grant & Edge knife. The more you sharpen it, I mean, like if with this knife, it doesn't necessarily matter. I mean, it does, but not as much. How far back into the blade I go. With a Grant & Edge, it really does matter. As soon as you start eating into that Grant, it's still going to work, but it's not the same knife anymore. It's going to give you some issues. So when you're using a knife like this, just be cognizant of that. Don't sharpen it every time you think you need it. I would get a round or smooth polished steel and use that a little bit more often just to help push the little burrs and folded edges back in the line. Don't just immediately go to your True Hone or whatever your sharpener is. I still haven't used my Work Sharp sharpener. Have you?
Nope.
There's no time.
I've been working on
no time to
cleaning and reorganizing my little shop, and it's just such a mess. It's in the sharpener's just in a box in a corner until I
mine's
get
in a
everything
box.
cleaned
Yep.
up. Yeah.
R.L. Burgett says, I love your gear. Newly started cold smoking cheese. Love it. But living in Florida, yeah, I have to wait a few more months to do it again. Yeah. Anytime you're cold smoking something, obviously take into account the ambient temperature. You can, if you have a really good insulated one, you can put a large bowl of ice in there as well, far away from your product, and that will help. But yeah, no, you're better off generally just waiting until it's cold out to do it again. Then the best tip that we got, and I can't remember who gave it to us, was to vacuum seal and store your cheese in the fridge for a week to 2 weeks after. Otherwise, it is going to be a really sharp, intense smoke, and vacuum sealing it and putting it in the fridge really does let that mellow out.
That's what I want to do. I want to cold smoke some cheese and then like wait a couple weeks to eat it. Man,
Yeah. You have the patience for that.
Pumped, yeah.
So a couple people asking about Meatgistics users and like where Dr. Payne is. That's your brother.
Yep.
I've seen him on live streams since he last posted on Meatgistics, but somebody also said something about Chef. I just realized, yeah, Chef hasn't posted
Chef hasn't
for
been
like
around much recently.
5 months probably.
Oh.
Have you heard anything from him?
Nope. I mean, that kind of happens. I've seen Chef on these, I think, recently. Yeah, people
get busy with life
Sure.
sometimes, and it comes and goes.
John Belvedere hadn't posted for, I think he said 5 months. He redid his, he took his kitchen down to the studs.
Really?
And started from, nothing. So he did that, and he posted a bunch of meat stuff that he'd been doing as well. So, yeah, I mean, we'll still be here if they want to come back. You're always welcome back to the community.
It's like we're talking about like our old Xbox Live buddies. You're like, man, I just
Don't see him anymore.
Yeah.
It's been offline for 8 years. I don't know what's happened.
There needs to be just like a little check-in button.
Oh.
People can click every now and then. It says,
I'm alive.
I'm still paying attention, but I'm not active.
Ridley family says, I got busy and fell off the Meatgistics for a while. Oh, that's probably what you were reading when you asked about the Dr. Payne. But yeah, I mean,
Oh, did he respond?
that's Ridley Farms.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't respond. He just said, I got busy and fell off Meatgistics for a while. I was looking around, wondering whatever happened to Dr.
Oh,
Payne.
yeah, that was, yeah.
But we
Okay.
did hear from him a bunch after his surgery. So I'm really hoping it's not a recurrence of that. Matt Westerhouse, I need some suction cup feet for mine. I saw somebody talking about the 50-pound meat mixer, so I'm trying to make sure the 50-pound meat mixer will work with the suction cups as long as you don't want to hook it up to the Walton sausage stuffer. Sorry, grinder. If you try to hook up the suction cup onto the 50-pound meat mixer, the hookup area will just be too low for the grinder to ever hook up to. So just something to keep in mind. And the 50-pound meat mix or the 30-pound and 20-pound electric stuffers will not have the suction cup feet. They do not need them. They've got a nice tall base that's wide both ways and very sturdy. We've got a drawer in there so that you can store all of your stuffing tubes and any other accessories that you want. It was funny, I had just shot the video where I said, you'll never look for for stuffing tubes again. Right after I had to look around for stuffing tubes because I wasn't putting things in there like an idiot.
Weren't used to it, yeah.
So unless this isn't a final motor, which it probably isn't, you have slow to fast, but you can go past fast. What's that?
You can still go past. it's just past fast. From fast on doesn't make it go any faster.
Fast. Yeah. By the way, it looked like you guys were on blind date right there with this giant partition in the middle. That'd have been the second time ever there's a serial killer on blind date, I think. John.
We'll use them for a little Q&A on whether or not this is worth it.
Oh, okay.
After we find out, did the next person finally claim their prize?
You know what's funny?
Oh, I totally forgot.
Don Floyd is actually here, but he ran out of time on his. So his was for a leather apron, I believe.
And he never responded?
If the other guy never responded, I'll just dump it back to Don Floyd. Walter Everhart. I have to look and see if there was ever a comment.
Okay. So somebody here found one of these online. It is a cast iron sausage cooking pan. So the theory behind it is you get this whole pan nice and hot. It's got 3 ridges right here. So you can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sausages in there at a time, and reasonably sized sausages. I mean, they don't have to be too short or small. Because it's got edges that come up in the middle of it, it will cook quicker and more evenly. Now, I've tested it out a little bit with one batch. The one thing I will say is works better with 30 millimeter than 32 millimeter. The 32 millimeter is a little chunky to get in there. It'll work, but you have to push it almost a little bit. Flipping it, it seems like it curls less. Like I had natural casings in it, and seemed like there was a little bit less of a curve to the sausage. So that
could fix it by just not using natural casings. Switch to collagen like
a
normal
better.
American.
They're better. So it seems to work well. We haven't done like a side-by-side comparison on whether or not it actually does cook quicker. It might be a little gimmicky, but it might also be
Is there a reason
useful.
You're holding it like Thor's hammer?
That's exactly why I'm doing that. Yeah. Does this seem like something people would actually want if it works well? Like, say it takes 15%, 20% off the time to cook a sausage. Is that something that people would be willing to pay $40-something for?
You should have started out at like 200.
70.
Worked your way down.
$75. So Willow Barbecues, we have them planned out. We were actually supposed to shoot one Wednesday, but I ran out of time. I had to push it. We were going to shoot it next Wednesday, and we were doing beaver tail. So they are going to come. They'll be once a month. They will generally be the first Wednesday of every month. So we're going to shoot it right before the podcast so that we can then also talk about it during the podcast, but then probably the next month. How long does it take you to do those? Not long.
Well, we haven't done a Willet barbecue in a while, so it'll see no more than a few days. Though.
Yeah.
It wouldn't
It'll
be anything
by
crazy.
that Monday, it'll be out.
Yeah.
What is the smallest amount of meat that can effectively be done in the 50-pound meat mixer? I know this exact answer because I spent a lot of
Ooh.
time trying to figure this out.
Should we guess it? Maybe they can guess it in the comments.
I'm pretty far back.
Good point.
That sounds fun.
But it could have. I bet you they're going to guess anyway, so you might as well just keep going with what you're doing.
So guess. Go ahead. Some of them might know because I've said it a bunch. It's 12.5 pounds. It can technically be done with less than that, but it's just harder than it's worth. Even with the 12.5 pounds, you're going to want to get something like the plastic hamburger paddle.
It's kind of creepy sometimes. I know he gets up and leaves, but then I look at my cell phone and he's still there.
So this is the plastic hamburger paddle. It's really good for just helping scrape the sides of that. So you can do it as it's running. A lot of the meat will get pushed to the sides on the back. Just scrape it and kind of introduce it back to the middle, and it'll be fine at 12.5 pounds with protein extraction. All right. Keto bread is worth every penny? Yes.
Is it even bread then?
Yeah, I don't know what the definition of bread is.
It
Depends on what your definition of is.
Oh, there you go.
Scott Steffen says intermittent fasting. That is absolutely an awesome way to lose weight.
State of being.
Just don't eat until like 11 o'clock. Oh, no, E-Riv was saying I can't smoke it correctly. It's always tough. So with brisket, a couple of things. Brisket, pork butt, all of those have a bunch of connective tissue and collagen. So if you don't treat that correctly, it is going to be a tough piece of meat. What you're looking to do is cook it low and slow until all of that melts. So it's not just getting it to a certain temperature, it's getting it to a certain temperature and leaving it there. That's what's going to allow all that collagen to melt and makes all that juicy goodness. You can do it like kind of sous vide to help start it, but a brisket absolutely needs to be smoked. I would recommend doing the whole thing in a smoker, and just know that a small brisket, 10 hours, that's on the low end in my mind. His grandfather did pay me the ultimate compliment once, saying that I cooked the best brisket he's ever eaten in his life. So
that's huge. Yeah. We got one. Austin will love this. TT says, natural casings are the best. Collagen casings are like eating rubber and takes away from the taste of the sausage. Okay, summer sausage is okay if you cut off the casing.
No. Natural casings are definitely more rubbery than collagen.
Nope.
For sure.
Do not agree.
What would you
100%.
do if you see a guy who's about to eat summer sausage, but then he cuts off what he believes to be the casing on it? What do you do at that point? Because I don't think he's cutting off the casing. I think he's just cutting off the outside. What would be?
Well, we even sell collagen casings for summer sausage. It's just not common. So it's inedible inedible collagen. It's the stuff we have to soak for 15 minutes at 15 degrees Celsius.
I think we had this conversation at Dylan's. I left it on one time by accident, I believe. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, cut off the casings of your summer sausage for sure.
Not where I'm from.
So giveaways. We're going to go back to Donald for the leather apron since he is commenting in here. And we're going to do another one. I was just looking through stuff we have. And we still have, we have a good stock on coolers right now. So do a cooler.
You're going to give away a cooler?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Those are some nice coolers, too. You can keep a 6-pack of soda cold in there.
So that is the cooler Austin's wanting to draw a winner for.
So they're like your Yetis, Ingles, whatever. They're made in the USA brand called Taiga, but they customize it to do whatever you want. So it's orange and gray and embossed or debossed. Embossed with Walton's and Majestic's logos.
Debossed.
It's a boss,
Debossed would
regardless.
be in.
Embossing is in.
Embossed is out,
Okay.
I think, or maybe I'm backwards. I don't know.
Should the media manager know that, or is that not on there? Where's Sarah at when you need her? She would have been bam.
Okay,
So Austin's going to draw a winner for that.
So our winner is David Fleer. If you are here, you have till 4:15 to respond to win your cooler.
They're awesome coolers. Work really, really well. perfect size for like a 2-person weekend camping trip. It'll keep everything really, really nice and cold. It's got the nice, like satisfying lock handle type things at the top.
What I like is like I won like one of the Yeti coolers that's like that, the smaller style, but it's smaller than that, and it's too small to actually really use and do stuff with. That is just enough bigger that it's actually useful. I have hardly ever used that Yeti cooler I won. It looks really cool. It's orange, but this one is just more practical. I think it's the perfect size for a small cooler like that.
That'd be cool on like a float trip or something. Because usually these guys that put on their rafts or whatever, they get the biggest cooler possible and they have to take a separate raft. But that one right there, and then you put right next to you and still hold a decent amount. You guys ever seen those bag coolers? Those big like they have like straps on them and stuff.
Ruve said they saw a big crane walking by my window in the backyard, so I had to go check it out. It was probably hunting ducklings. Injecting Brisket is amazing, especially if you use Paw's soluble black bull. It is really, really good on that. We also use the pick of the litter for natural casings. Like we use the tubed variety, which are going to be the best of the bunch. Mm-hmm. So that could have something to do with it.
Yeah.
To be fair, before I started using the tubed variety, I used collagen almost exclusively because I hated unraveling all the casings and flushing the inside.
Yeah, we've talked about not even stocking or carrying the regular casings because there's a price difference, but it's not a lot.
David Fleer is here.
Nice. Congratulations, David. We'll go ahead and email you on Tuesday because I won't be in the office. Though I tried to schedule 3 meetings on Monday, and each time Rachel's like, did you mean to do that on Monday again? I'm like, I did not.
Is this your way of telling your employees they're working on a holiday?
David says he'll order some T-shirts and add to the cooler. That's cool. I will go ahead and I'll actually create you a coupon code that you can get that for free then. So that you're not waiting. Because if you're getting these T-shirts, they very well might not be here by the time.
How much are those shirts any more expensive than our other?
They are.
Oh,
Yep,
by like what?
$24.99.
Okay.
Where is it?
So, Joe Hill, we considered not stocking like the regular natural casings and just going to tubed everything. We decided against it for the moment. That being said, I think it would be a possibility to do that again someday. But part of it, I think, was who we were talking with on suppliers. We were talking to a new supplier, somebody actually like totally new to the casings industry. It was a producer out there that was like, why are we getting rid of all of our hog intestines? We should be taking them and doing something with them. It was a fairly big producer out there.
Okay.
We go through a lot of casings. We're like, yeah, this sounds great. And they were going to do all tubed, I think is what it was. And we're like, yep, if we can get them at the right price, I mean, people won't complain if we can sell everything for the same price. But I don't know where we are in that whole project. I feel like something got hung up somewhere, but I don't know what the current status is. But for now, we still have regular natural hog casings and tubed, but someday that could change, but we'll see.
All right, this is David Fleer, right? Cool.
Oh, and yeah, so Joe, for the home users, we'd still always have like the home packs, the smaller ones that do like a 25-pound batch. We would never be able to get rid of those.
And then on the 3rd and 4th, we're going to have a coupon that's emailed out to everybody on our mailing list. So if you want to get that coupon, the bottom of waltons.com, just go ahead and enter your email address. We really only email once or twice a month for the most part until we get to busy season. But it is yes. I almost said what the coupon was, and then they wouldn't have to sign up for but it is going to give you 17.76% off of anything other than on sale items or seasonings. So if there's been something you want and it's not on sale, go to enter for to get that coupon code emailed to you, and we'll get it sent out 3rd and 4th.
So the best way to preserve leftover natural casings, if you keep any of the salt or solution that they're packed in, put it back in that. Add additional salt. Put it in a container that is sealed, either a vacuum seal it or put it in Ziploc bag. I mean, something that you can at least seal and close, even if it's not vacuum sealed. But salt is your friend there. Just don't freeze them. Keep them in the fridge. You freeze them, and the particles of water as they expand and contract during when they're freezing can damage the casings. But in the fridge, they'll last packed in salt for a very long time.
All right, I just drew 2 winners for seasoning and jerky. We've got Jenna Neal and Aaron Reck. Let us know you're here. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. When I come back, once we get them sorted out, we'll draw the winner for last month's.
Okay.
Which is a 26-pound sausage stuffer. So if you're listening or haven't gone to waltons.com/live, that's where we have the giveaway for this. Make sure you enter.
Sweet. John is gone. Now we can actually have some fun.
Party.
So someone wanted a giveaway earlier for a tuna slicing knife, and I think now's a great time to do a giveaway for that. We'll give away John's tuna slicing knife while he's gone.
Right, let's give away his house, his dogs. What else?
He did say, I think, on a recent podcast that he didn't care too much about his house, something like that. And I was like, that's fine. I'll take it. Not a problem.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Every time he goes, the cops are right behind me. I've been to his house a handful of times. I just feel like it's in a neighborhood. Like, I don't know what he's talking about. The cops are nearby. I don't know if it's an expression that the cops are in my backyard, but I'm just like, I don't see anybody here. I start to question his mental capacity at times.
So just north of him, it's in the same little section there.
Yeah.
You can drive. I think you can drive to it without actually going out on the main roads. It's all connected. But it's like the main
back in there.
The main Bel Air.
No kidding.
Station. Yeah, that's where I went when we were doing doing the trust for getting our silencer to get fingerprinted and stuff.
Oh, you do it right
Went
over
right
there.
over there. It was, I mean, it's I don't know, it's quarter mile from his house. It's not like next door.
Because I was like,
it's close.
Visually, I was like, you see the pond, and then you kind of see grass, and then you go, well, there's the neighborhood over there. But then I was like, I don't see any squad cars. I don't see any badges. I don't see no. But yeah, now I get it.
Somebody's asking who won the pellet smoker. I don't even remember if we even drew that yet. We're gonna draw last month's giveaway.
Yeah, last month's wasn't claimed again, I think.
Yeah, so we'll draw the stuffer when John gets back. But I don't remember us even drawing the other one.
Yeah.
And Tex, you are the winner. Congratulations. You won John's tuna slicing knife.
Yeah, that's not happening. Gerald, go ahead and enter at the bottom of waltons.com/win or waltons.com/live, wherever you're watching it. There is a little place to subscribe to our newsletter. Doing that, I'll get it emailed to you on the morning of the 3rd, Patrick. When are we sending it?
Yeah.
So morning of the 3rd, that'll get emailed out. It'll have the coupon code and what it's good for.
Actually, yeah, nice and early. I think it's 8:30 or 9:30 in the morning. You guys will be getting that one. So. But you'll be up. It's 3rd and 4th of July. So.
Michael, did he leave to go look at a bird? All right. Did either one of those people answer? Aaron Reck and Jenna Neal.
I don't see anything.
Neither do I. I've been making my own breakfast link sausage, and all the casings I found are fairly tough and chewy. What would you recommend that would be more tender? So that's probably mostly a cooking thing, honestly. Most people tend to overcook breakfast sausage. If you're using, like, cook it at too high a temperature. A lot of people use some skillet or something and throw it in at 375 degrees. You want to at least start it off lower than that.
Yeah, slowly bring the temp up.
He and I will fight on this as well, but I would also say if you use a sheep casing, sheep casings are tougher than hog casings, which makes no sense, but seems to be true. But I still think they work better on a breakfast link than collagen.
They're still going to be tougher than collagen. They are. That's the way it's been forever. Yeah. That's why it depends on which collagen. I mean, that's why there's fresh collagen. The fresh collagen are...
Jen is here.
Okay. Are a lot thinner than hog casings. However, if you were to get like a smoke or a clear, it depends on which variety. I mean, I'm trying to think back to when I did the first like collagen casings 101 videos.
I should put a link to that in the...
There's a lot of times people call the like collagen casings just smoke, clear, and fresh. And there are differentiations even inside of those as to what they really are. But typically, smoke is going to be a thicker and stronger casing than a clear, which is going to be a thicker and stronger casing than a fresh. If you used a clear or a smoke, yeah, it's going to be as tough. Could be tougher than a natural casing at times. It depends. But a fresh, definitely an easier to bite, easier to chew, everything than when compared to a natural casing.
I don't know why I can't find your 101 article.
You probably took it down so I'd stop getting views because I had more views than you.
That's untrue.
Can I draw the winner for June's giveaway?
Yeah.
People were asking who won the pellet smoker, so. Nope, gonna redraw.
Was it me?
No, I'm kidding. Don't recognize the name, but that's okay. Our winner for the Camp Chef Woodwind pellet smoker is from Hobart, Indiana.
Are you going to give him a name?
Yep. I'm trying to get over here. Our winner is Brian Johnson.
All right. And I found that link. So for anyone wanting some more information on collagen casings, that's a good link. Yeah, Paul, I don't... That's not been my experience, that sheep more tender than hog. Tender might be the wrong word. Like rubbery, chewy, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, did I ever get a response from Kurt?
And I don't... Go ahead.
Kurt says he always thought the cold food tastes better, but science may not back him up. He sent me an article to read.
Yeah. Let's remember the source here. I love Kurt, but he's a weird dude.
He knows everything, though.
Weird dude, though.
He's no weirder than you are. Hello, pot. My name's Kettle.
All right, I'm going to redraw the Aaron Rec because I don't see him as responding.
This is interesting. You can get 30% more energy from cooked wheats and grains, 90% more from cooked legumes and starches.
Yeah, well, you can't digest legumes unless they're cooked.
Yeah, because you're so it's something to do with what you can actually absorb. Yeah.
All right, repicking. Aaron never answered. Right, that's why I'm repicking him. Repicking this win, and then as soon as we get that given away, we will do the 26-pound sausage stuffer. And that one someone has to be here for. So, hey, I know this guy's here. Matt Westerhouse. Matt, just let us know you're still with us. I almost posted your email address like I did to somebody once.
Oh, that would be great.
Oh, Matt is here. He literally just posted something. Okay, so this will be for the redraw for May's Unclaimed prize. Don't hold me exactly to this. I will go back and see what it was, but I believe it's the 20. I know it's the 26-pound sausage stuffer. I'm pretty sure it's a run of 30 millimeter fresh and 19 millimeter smoke, and then a bag of sausage seasoning and a bag of snack stick seasoning of your choice. Fairly sure that's what it is.
I totally forgot we have sausage testing knives. We should be doing giveaways with those. 'Cause I think we bought like thousands of them.
Why don't we do a coupon only for here for a free sausage testing knife on any order over something?
Oh, we didn't buy as many as I thought. Or
No.
we already gave a bunch away. Might have given a bunch away.
We'll take that back.
We'll wait for now.
You'll
'Cause
get nothing and like
I,
it.
I know Dylan's going to want those for a commercial open house. I don't know how
Oh,
many he's
yeah,
gonna want.
God, can you imagine the...
Yeah, if I took all that we have left,
Not
he would
good.
murder me.
Not good. All right, drawing a winner for last month's. Winner is Dennis Gum. Dennis, let us know you're here.
Like gun or gum?
Gum, like what you chew. I suck at using a trackpad.
You have a touchscreen.
I'm way worse at that.
You want me to change your scaling to 250%?
You remember when the mouse was like on the letters of the laptop? It was like that
Oh,
little red.
yeah.
Yeah, I was actually better at that.
I like
I had an
that.
old Toshiba that I was good at.
They still have those. The only buddy that does them anymore is Lenovo.
Yeah.
Does anybody use Rusk?
I'm not even sure. What
Joe,
that is.
do you use Rusk in any of your sausage?
What's that?
It's like it's like twice baked bread basically.
Oh.
They use it in Europe for sausage, and I was talking to somebody and they wanted specifically that. I'm like, well, we don't really use that in America.
No, you get tetanus if you have too much of that over here.
Tetanus?
Rust. That's the joke.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Poor Jeff Carpenter. Never wins anything except for a Harley and a Husqvarna. I don't know what FC 450 is, but I assume it's a ride-on lawnmower if it's Husqvarna.
So you shouldn't complain about never winning anything if you've won those two things.
He's being
Yeah.
facetious. All right, so I don't see Dennis yet, which could make perfectly sense. It's 3:28 by my clock. We'll give him a couple more minutes. Ooh. This has been fun. You guys, when we first started doing these, there was much less audience interaction.
Oh, yeah.
So we're also working on something for the podcast where you guys can leave video comments for us, and we'll review them on the podcast.
Did you get anywhere on testing?
I did not. I
Okay.
installed it yesterday, but it took forever, and I just left and then never thought about it again.
Really? Things normally they don't take long.
That
to
plugin
install.
took, it was there for a good 15 minutes.
Wow.
I kept going back, and it was still saying it was installing.
I liked how it sounded just coming through Austin's laptop onto the microphone. So going forward, I say that's the way to do it. But that makes sense. Or you weren't
Yeah,
paying attention?
yeah,
Okay.
I'm with that.
But yeah, how would you guys like to submit? What's your social media of choice?
So here are our thoughts: is using a hashtag that you can post to your social media. We will then monitor those hashtags and pull them in. The other option is we may have a way, and I'm not guaranteeing this, but we may have a way for you guys to post videos to Meatgistics, like actually upload them to that. If we do that, they will live on Meatgistics for a short period of time, and then we'll get deleted just because of the size.
No, we need to. If that works and long term, I don't know the best way to say it. Size be damned. We can figure out a way around that, because if it works, I think people will use it a lot. We just need to put them somewhere besides the Meatgistics server itself. We need to have it connected to a separate storage solution.
Image kit? Too expensive?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, something probably directly with Google, Azure, or Amazon.
AWS.
I mean, pick your poison.
Yeah.
But
Literally.
I can't even go to our Meatgistics dev site.
Because it's not the same anymore.
Why is it not the same?
Yeah.
Because it's hosted by NodeBB now?
Yeah, but I changed the DNS. Remember? We were waiting on that. I changed the DNS.
It is now that.
Okay.
I thought you were in on that email. I apologize.
Well, no, what I changed, because should have fixed that, because we technically have a URL that looks like that for Meatgistics. If you just go to, I think it's just Walton's. Yeah. So you go to just Walton's and you get it. So it's how the internet works. It's a C name, if that means anything to you.
It's the end of Friday at the end of a live stream on a
Sounds like he was messing
weekend
with
that's
you.
going to be long. My brain's not working.
He was like, "That's how the internet works."
Like I was watching what he was. I don't know what you're doing. All right, I still have not seen any response. Yeah, Matt, I'm a Instagram guy too, but I'm starting to sour on it.
Once you realize they're all the same, I mean,
It's not even that. Is it just like it used to be just like fun pictures of dogs? That's what I used it for, at least. It's not that anymore.
that's fun videos. Of
Everybody's
dogs.
too mad.
Oh, dude, I love it when people. I love just reading strangers' arguments in the comment sections. Oh, everyone does it, right?
I try to avoid it, to be honest.
Oh, it's so good.
The only angry comment I've ever read that I liked was she probably wasn't even angry. The YouTube lady about
With the
us and chorizo.
Yeah, that one was great.
I laughed so hard. All right, he has not responded. Right?
Okay.
Somebody tell me if he's responded. I don't see it anyone.
What name? What are we looking for?
God, the year's half over. Dennis Gum.
Nah.
Yep, we have. Oh, well, we have the Waltons TikTok. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying that. Our engagement on social media has shot through the roof. So hopefully, that's a bunch of people who join us here are getting in on that. We have a new guy doing it, somebody who actually wants to do it.
Well, yeah. So if they just record TikToks of themselves and submit them, we could just use those, right?
Well, specifically, like I think he's talking about a Meatgistics TikTok that we can allow people to upload to.
I guess I don't know how it works. Though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't have a TikTok, so I don't know if
Yeah.
it's like. So if I have one that's hashtag Meatgistics, that's my TikTok. If other people just use that hashtag, it. Where do they live at? I don't know.
We're redrawing this win. And I already emailed David Fleer. So hopefully, this guy is one because I know the last name, Doug Noonamaker. Doug, let us know you're here. And it is now 4:34. We'll give you 5 minutes to respond.
What was the name of the...
So Sinister, I have the 10-inch Walton's slicer on sale for $100 off this month. So that would be a good time to grab that. What?
What was the name of the plugin? Don't know. That's fine. We'll look at it later.
What's up?
He says, Nunamaker. He goes, that reminds me of Joe Dirt. Oh, yeah.
Your name's Joe Dirt.
That's why Daddy named you Joe Dirt instead of Nunamaker.
Hopefully everybody gets that.
Oh, if they don't, I don't think that's a target demo we want then, right? Can you do the line from Tommy Boy where he's trying to talk about a T-bone steak?
No.
Wait, no, it has to be your bull. Wait.
You're the bull. You're the butcher. Yeah, no, it's not in there.
Uh-oh. James says, Happy Canada Day to our friends north of the border.
Isn't that the third?
Is it really Canada Day?
I think it's the third.
No clue.
Why would they try to steal our thunder with anything close to the 4th of
Because
July?
exactly that's what they're trying to do.
That's what they're trying to do.
I like Canadians. Every Canadian I've met for the most part has been super nice, but I do not like Canada.
It is July 1st. Yeah.
Is it the first?
Mm-hmm.
Thought it was the
'Kay.
third for some reason.
3 days away. I can live with that. Acceptable.
I don't know. You could tell they went like, oh, yeah, we'll just do July.
Yep.
Oh, is that already taken? Sorry.
Oh, didn't mean to do that, don't you know?
Oh, there's enough there. There's enough. Mine's Irish. There's enough amount there for the lot of us. Eh?
That's interesting because it's not in. It was right in this
Oh,
area.
Did you see who Doug Noonamaker is?
No.
Sinister MD. That's what he's saying. He's like, it's me. Oh, I love it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm just going to email the email
Cool.
address. So
Nice. He might have a what did he win exactly?
he won the 26-pound sausage stuffer, but we can talk about that
Sweet.
now that we know your real name, Doug. We can talk about that if you're really looking
Sinister
for.
is much cooler.
Does it creep anyone else out when you find out people's real names from like Meatgistics and stuff?
I mean, I get what you're saying.
I
Like
call someone their username.
So the
name,
one
yeah.
that we talk about the most is the one like. I go back and forth with what I call him, but like it. That's his. Yeah. So no, I see him as like that's the perfect name.
I feel like I need to change my name on there so it's not just Austin, and I can everyone else can feel the same way I feel about them, and they can
They
feel
already
about
know.
me.
It's not
too
allowed.
late.
Not allowed.
Cat's out of the
I used
bag.
to have a Meatgistics name, and I had to change it to Patrick B. So
All right, real quick, I'm going to draw a winner for one of these awesome shirts.
I was the
The
fridge.
smallest I have is large.
The
Sorry.
fridge raider.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're the one who made everybody change their name to their name, so I don't
No,
think
it makes,
so.
Yeah.
makes sense because no one knew who
Yeah,
I was
it,
at all.
it
but-
needs to be. All right, so winner for this is Jeff Carpenter.
But that name only came to be because some lady who doesn't speak English was
Carpentier?
asking about a refrigerator. So she said, "Fridge space Raider," and I went, "Oh, that's a." I go, "Oh, that's a
Wait.
killer username."
Wait, Joe Hell says, no matter how many times I've told Jonathan my name is Joel, he keeps calling me Joe. It's true.
What's Tex's real name? Do we have that one?
That's who we were talking about.
Oh, okay. Now he looks like a Doug or something, you know.
I sent you guys a text the other day too, and I used a real name instead of a fake name, and I was like, "Whoa, did I really just do that? What's wrong with me?"
Do you know I posted Texas and my IP address?
Wait, where'd you do?
Yep. We took it down. Tex noticed it. I was talking about our reputation, and I didn't even notice it. And he goes, "Oh, thanks for putting my IP address out there." I was like, "Oh, good Lord, no."
Oh, they all change anyways. You get a new IP address at least once a week. Sometimes it's once a day. So
Blowing my mind.
We're going to make Jeff be here for this, though, so I'll just give him a very little bit of time.
wait, what are we waiting on for Jeff?
One of these shirts.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to write things down in the notebook.
How does one verify that one is really entered?
I'm here almost every once, and I've never won. So,
Two different giveaways, right? There's
right, yeah. So you want to be on the page, thewaltons.com/live. Over on the right, or lower, depending on how you have your screen set up, it'll say things like sign up for the newsletter, one free entry, refer, visit page, and subscribe. There'll be green plus marks. Once you hit that and it actually does it, it'll change from a +1 or +2 to a blue check mark. That's how you know.
Yeah. So you go to waltons.com/live. Over on the right, look for ways to enter, and you could come back daily for bonus entries if you keep going back to that.
Yeah, that's for the month.
That's for the monthly giveaway. John also gives away jerky and seasonings and stuff. You have to be present for those to win, and you enter the same way, correct? By going to /live. Once you're entered there, you're entered for the little giveaways.
Yeah, the monthly, like the live stream giveaways, what we do all just during this is all the same thing.
Okay, but they can't just show up and be in the comments, right?
Exactly.
Cool.
They have to actually say they want to enter.
Right on.
I'll be you, Doug.
Yeah, you. Patrick says I look like a Doug.
All
Well,
right.
who am I talking to? Is this
Hold on. I've not seen that guy respond. And
how many different logins do you have right now, Tex?
I'm going to
I saw a text on there earlier.
repicking.
You do look like a Doug. You don't look like Ryan, that's for sure.
We know this guy. I don't know if I've seen him here. James Ramsey, let us know you're here. We'll give you 3 or 4 minutes or so as we just kind of wind things down.
I've been told I look like someone with a different first name, but I'm blanking on what that name actually is. So
Doogie Howser.
So somebody's asking how much the cooler is behind us. So we gave one away earlier to David Fleer, I want to say.
Yep. Dennis, David, whatever.
I think it was David.
Doesn't
I
matter.
don't
I
know.
emailed him.
Somebody last name Fleer. I know that was his last name.
Dead
but
named.
Though, those are normally $239. So they're not the cheapest things in the world. They're not the most expensive. We sell them at just, to be honest, by the time we pay shipping to get them in and we pay shipping to get them out, I don't think we make any money on them.
It's a
promo thing for
item.
us. Yeah.
Yep.
But they're nice coolers. If you like the look of it, it's a cooler that does work very well. It's like your other big name brand coolers on the market in the ultra performance category.
The usable space is this big.
Can you just tilt it?
By-
Can you just tilt it down?
everyone's
This
done that
big.
before, right? Something on that side of the wall, you hold it and it's running across.
This big.
Hold on, can you stick your whole head in it, and that would help us?
Very easily.
That sounds kind of cool.
So perfect.
That's how big it is.
Maybe we should put like a, I don't know. Let's put, how many cans can we put in there right now?
Is there anybody who works here who's small enough to fit in there?
My
Wait.
daughter could fit in there.
Yeah, Leo could probably.
It would.
This sounds like the story you were telling yesterday where you said you had to fit yourself into like every nightstand or something when you were a child.
What?
No, that was bite into every nightstand.
Oh, bite.
Okay,
I thought you
but-
said, I overheard that yesterday. I thought you said you wanted to like open up the drawer and try to fit inside the nightstand.
No. We did have a one nightstand, and it wasn't even a nightstand. It
Oh
was a table,
my God.
like a side table that my dad made that was like octagonal, and I got in there one time and couldn't get out. So
Oh, wow. So you actually do.
Created a
We're
whole
hitting
thing.
on a lot of
created
phobias
a
right
whole
now.
thing.
That's great.
James Ramsey is who we're looking for.
You're just telling a guy like, yeah, you could fit 2 human adult size.
They were talking
heads in
about
that.
those being good for coolers or for organs earlier. I don't know if you guys caught that.
yeah.
But
No.
It was like, hey, are you a serial killer?
Oh man, it does look like, yeah, the size cooler they would use.
Heart transplants?
I'm just imagining the movie Rat Race when Newman had his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that movie. It's a race.
Oh, dude, Mr. Bean has something new out. Where have you seen the premise?
B.
It's genius. He just because he's all physical comedy, right? But he's on trial for something, and all he is, the whole gist of the movie is that he was trying to just kill a bee the entire time. So stretch your imagination with that. It's pretty funny.
Yep, I agree. No, James. We're going to move on. The best Mr. Bean thing ever was the opening of the London Olympics.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was so genius.
Oh yeah. There's one where he played, unless this is the same, where he played a drum set that was
No, this is the
just
piano. Where you're just ding, 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 ding.
similar. Yeah, he played a drum set where there's nothing in front of him. So
All right, repick and win.
I wonder if his like stand up was just that bad. He was like, I just won't talk.
Ted Frodema. See Ted on Meatgistics.
Did you say Abe Froman, Sausage King of?
You're Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago. Oh, Ted is technically here because I can message him. So give him a couple of minutes. So my birthday is next week. I'm going to be 43. Nobody has asked me if I want a fishing pole to replace the one my dog ate yet, and I'm getting concerned that nobody's thinking like, hey, this would be the gift.
Yeah, it's off my radar.
Well, no, not you.
Well-
Well, people in my family. You don't have to give me a gift.
Who?
Ted's here.
How to say this delicately?
So Ted, that's one of these awesome T-shirts.
Who cares about you enough to buy that type of present?
My mom.
Does your mom really love you?
Yes, very much so.
Can
I'm
your-
very lovable.
Can your mom like buy something online and ship it and all that stuff? Because I know my mom.
Like, does she have the ability?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah, my mom would go address. Oh,
Dude,
credit card. They want to know what?
give up.
Yeah, forget about it, dude.
All right, so Ted won.
What you need to do is start up a Giftster account. Have you ever heard of Giftster?
No.
The
Gifts-
last thing I need is another account.
Giftster is amazing. You go on and you create you can create separate lists, or you can do one, but you share it out like with your family, and people can see like what you want for Christmas, for your birthday.
Yeah, it's
like
like Amazon wish list.
yeah, basically. But like,
Is it free?
Yeah.
Then they're stealing my data, and I don't want to use them.
No. My family does that, and it's so nice because I totally forgot that it was Father's Day. Like I knew it was Father's Day because like my wife and I and the kids were playing and stuff, but then I forgot, oh, I still have a dad.
Yeah.
And I was like, what am I doing? It was the day before, and I'm like, shoot, I got nothing, couldn't think of anything, went out and looked. I was like, I don't know what I'm getting. And then all of a sudden I realized, oh, I checked Giftster. And my dad had some like Roy Obi stuff on there, so I went and bought.
Oh, he actually
Cool.
had to give.
bought
That's
that.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So works out.
Reminds me of like my dad going to get like similar but not similar. My dad going to get gas, like back when the pumps first switched over to be able to use your card, swiped it, but then they wanted the PIN, and he goes, "Oh hell no, we're just not getting gas."
Yeah.
But it's funny that your dad actually is so technologically forward with that. Actually knew what Giftster was and was on it. So
Yeah, your dad's pretty good with that stuff, to be honest.
he knows it like before it's popular, and then once it is, he's like, I want nothing to do with it.
That's you.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's a good quality to have in people. That's yeah.
Yep.
All right, we got anything else? No? I've got nothing else?
I don't think so.
Is that all the giveaways?
Yeah. Yep.
And by the way, guys, don't let John confuse you with his birthday. Mine's the day after. So, and I'm definitely getting a fishing pole for my birthday. So.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everybody.
Have a great 4th of July. Barbecue, eat, spend time with family, friends, loved ones. Kill something if you can, and fish if you
Don't do anything that sends you to the hospital, but if you do, take pictures and
Yes.
post it on Meatgistics.
We would like to see. Very, very much. Please don't get eaten by a shark. All right.